Welcome to the channel. I'm Ed Gerber. Today marks an important milestone in the journey of ISA's suite of analytics. We set out on a mission to remove all the mystery and complexity around industry indexes, rates of change, and forecasts needed to manage your business. Imagine the power of spotting changes in the business cycle before they impact your organization, and at the same time being able to look into the future by having credible forecasts you can rely on. Think about the benefit of having your team standardized around a simple tool to anticipate changes in the business cycle. You'll be able to stay ahead of the curve, keeping your company positioned for success while maximizing your bottom line. We built this tool from the ground up specifically for our channel, and it's designed to be used by distributors, manufacturers, and independent manufacturers reps. We're talking about the all-new Topline Pulse. Let's get started. Before we jump into Topline Pulse, let's talk about rates of change, how they're calculated, and why it's important for your business. The next 90 seconds will set the foundation so you can leverage the power of the tool we're about to show you. For starters, we standardize on what's called a 312 and a 1212 rate of change. They're based on data like your monthly sales and industry indexes. Here's an example of a company's monthly sales for the last 2.5 years. Let's start with calculating a 312 rate of change. The first step is to calculate what's called the 3-month moving total. It's as simple as taking the 3-month rolling total as shown here. The final step is to calculate the rate of change. Let's do it for May of this year. Take the 3-month moving total for May 2020, divide it by May 2019, then subtract 1. Now you can see why it's called a 312 rate of change. It's based on a 3-month moving total comparing one period to the same period prior year. The 1212 rate of change follows the same principles. The only difference is that it's based on a 12-month moving total. Once you have rates of change calculated over a long enough period of time, you can display them visually, like in this example of the Industrial Production Index. You'll find that the 312 will always lead the 1212 by 3 to 6 months, meaning that the 312 is the leading indicator. It's also important to note that anything above the horizontal line is growth and below the line is decline. So for this example, if you were experiencing sales growth through 2018 and 2019, which many of you were, the ultimate question would have been, how long can you expect the trend to continue? Or said differently, when will the business cycle change? If your company is tied closely to the Industrial Production Index, you can see here that the 312, the leading indicator, showed a slowing growth trend starting in late 2018. Recognizing changes like this in the business cycle before it impacts your company, combined with the ability to look into the future with forecasts you can rely on, is like having GPS for your business. Now that the foundation is set, let's jump to the all-new Topline Pulse. What you'll notice right away is that everything is on one page. It's both visual and very intuitive. We built it with simplicity in mind. It all starts with entering your monthly sales data here. You can add as many years as you like. We recommend a minimum of 3 years, but suggest 7, so you can visualize your sales data over a series of business cycles. It's important to note that the confidentiality of your data is guaranteed. You can learn more by going to the ISA website. Once your data is loaded, click on My Firm Data. You will immediately see your top line sales rate of change. Right now I have the 312 selected. You can toggle back and forth between 312 or 1212, or click on both to see how they correlate to each other. Remember that the 312 is your leading indicator. By moving your cursor over the graph lines, you will see the data points for the time period you're most interested in. Next, click on Indicator Info to learn more about the industry indexes as well as the available ITR forecasts. By design, we selected the best indexes suited for our channel, including the Industrial Production Index, Primary Metals, the Purchasing Managers Index, Automotive, Civilian Aircraft, Oil Rigs, non-residential construction, and farm machinery. We also created a new publicly traded distributor index. It's based on the quarterly aggregate sales of Grainger, MSC, and Fastenal. This will serve as a great bellwether index for our channel. From here, the most common question I get is, how do I figure out which index is most closely aligned with my business? All you need to do is click on Generate My Best Match. Your monthly sales data is immediately compared to the indexes above to find the best correlation across the entire data set. You can see here that based on the rate of change of my monthly sales data, that my best match is the Industrial Production Index. It's that simple. Keep in mind that the more monthly data you enter, the better the correlation accuracy. Also, as you enter more data, you can repeat this process, making sure you always have the best index match. Now I'm going to select the 12/12 for my firm data, since the ITR forecasts are based on 12/12 rates of change. Then I'll select my index match and the ITR forecast for that index. And just like that, Topline Pulse is a GPS for your business. We also recommend using other indexes to confirm the changes you're seeing in the business cycle. For example, if the Purchasing Manager's Index and Primary Metals, if you sell cutting tools, also match the changes you're seeing, it's time to prepare your business. To complete the picture, we also included an industry sentiment. 3 simple buttons to indicate up, down, or flat. Each month when you update your data, click on the button that applies to you on how you feel the next quarter will be as compared to the current quarter. This pie chart is updated real time and reflects the aggregate industry sentiment. In future episodes of the channel, we'll walk through best practices when managing through each phase of the business cycle. To get access to Topline Pulse, go to the ISA website under Engage. Click on Analytics, select your company type, scroll down and click on Go to Topline Pulse. Finally, we wanted to make this tool available not only to the C-suite, but for all your functional leaders. Once registered, the designated admin can set up as many individuals from your company as needed. Each functional leader can add their data to help them navigate business cycles specific to their function or market area. This will help your organization standardize on Topline Pulse as your common business cycle and forecasting analytics tool. We hope you leverage the power and simplicity of this tool and apply it in your business. So jump in, get engaged, and you too will be able to navigate business cycles like a pro. This episode connects back to analytics, go-to-market strategy, and employee development. To learn more about the 7 drivers of success, check out episode 1. Next on the channel is going to be the impact of innovation. It's going to be a fun one. We're taking the channel on the road, so you won't want to miss it. So for more information, check out the links below, subscribe, and don't forget to share this with your friends. And I'll see you next time on the channel.